Hey guys, how you doing? This is Benjamin with Benjamin Exotics, and this girl is definitely going to need to be worked on a little bit to get her tamed down a little bit, because I can't get her to stay still. But in this video today, we're going to be looking at what happens when the electricity goes out in terms of heating for your snakes. I was literally just sitting at the computer, and I was, sitting down, doing some different things, looking mainly at the comments that you guys have been writing and writing back to you guys. And unfortunately, I'm sitting there, going, and then all of a sudden, boom, computer shuts down, everything goes black, everything goes silent. And, the electricity went out. I did have one of my reptile bulbs burn out, which had to be replaced, which sucks because it wasn't on a surge protector, but everything else is fine. And it went out for probably about just 50 seconds or something like that, nothing too long. And I was really worried that it was going to stay out and I'd have to do one of these few options for my snakes to, keep them heated. But fortunately, it came straight back on in, less than a minute. So, really quickly, here's a few different options that I've used before and backup plans and stuff that you guys can have for if you would ever have something like a, power problem where you're not having power coming to your house. Because as you guys know, like with this, incident right here, if the power goes out and it's not serviced for a few days and you got snakes and it's cold outside, especially in the winter, you might have some problems. So this is just the baby pastel Hetver clown, just so you guys know, female. But so we're looking at this scenario. We really have three options in my mind. So your first option is the most expensive but the most effective and the easiest in some extent, and that would be to go out and try to get yourself or borrow from somebody, whatever, basically get a generator, something you can plug into, outside your house or whatever, have it plugged into the house. It can generate electricity by burning fuel, like you put in your car or whatever. And while that is the most effective way, you don't have to move your animals, no stress, it is the most expensive. Some generators, you're looking at thousands and thousands of dollars, and that's not in everybody's budget. So if you're just keeping a few snakes and you're not necessarily, concerned about having to do a bunch of little things to the snakes, there's a few other options that I'll show you guys really quickly. And the second one is probably the hardest to do, but, probably the cheapest. And that would be finding somebody's house or some place that you can go to, whether it be, a relative or a friend that has electricity, bringing all your snakes there for a little bit and having them hooked up with that person just until your electricity can come back on, then you can move them back. Now, while this can work and while it's not a bad idea, not only do you have to have somebody like that, but your snakes are going to face the stress of that move. And that's not something that you're 100% going to want to do, and that means you have to move all your tanks or tubs or racks, and it's just not a great scenario. But it is definitely an option if you can't figure out anything else, or if you have that option, somebody that's willing to take care of them for a little bit, readily available to you. Now, the third option is the option that I would probably recommend to you guys the most, and all it is basically is the exact way that we ship snakes. So we have our perishable handle with care box right here, and all this has got, you can pick it up very easily. I'm going to put this girl around my neck and just see what happens if she'll actually stay on there. But inside this box right here, as you can see, it's completely insulated with styrofoam. So not only when I show you the method we're going to use to heat this, is it going to stay in here for a really long time, it's perfect for housing snakes for just a day or two. They'll go fine if they don't have any water for just, a day or so. I wouldn't go past that. Maybe a day, 2 days, 3 days, top max. You're really stressing it at that point. But as you can see, we've just punched a few holes in the box for breathing, and you can always have bigger or smaller boxes. And inside of here, we actually have, inside of this taped together paper towel, we have something that you can pick up very easily, very cheap. Some of them are just like, $5 max, what I've seen. And most of them are between $2 and $3 if I can get it out. It's just something like this. And all this is basically like a heat pack. So you go to Home Depot or whatever, go to Lowe's, wherever you can get these guys. Take them out. Once they mix with oxygen or they have a reaction to oxygen, you just crunch them up a little bit, move them around, or warm them up in something. And they're going to hold heat really good. Take that. Take your paper towel, wrap it in there, put your snakes in there, make sure the temperature is good. You can throw a probe in there if you really want to, and that's going to make sure that these little guys, in the case of a power outage or something like that, these little guys are still going to be able to have heat. And the camera isn't really focusing on her face, but she looks very curious right now, very curious. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this never happens to you guys and you never put in this situation. Dang, I just keep going higher and higher and higher, and she's just following the camera. I must really like it. Look at this. Look at that. Look how high that snake's going. See how much higher she'll go. But anyways, I did hope you guys enjoyed this video. Aw, she stopped. And as I said, hope you guys never get in this situation. But these are the 3 options that I would do. Honestly, this is going to be your best option because it's, if you have a generator, great, use that. If you don't, this is going to be the cheapest option for you. Not going to cost you anything crazy for just 2 or 3 snakes. If you have maybe, 20, that could be a little bit of, it'll be a greater investment, of course, to do this. But it'll keep your snakes warm. It'll keep your snakes, happy for a few days. And you're not going to have to worry about any snakes freezing or dying or anything like that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to give the video a like. There's your like. And if you guys like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And any questions or comments, concerns, anything like that, please go ahead and leave it down in the comments. But as I've said, hope you guys did enjoy this video very much, and I'll see you guys later.